last video, I explained why frailty isn't just aging, it's an energy problem. And today I want to show you how we measure frailty in real life. These are functional tests physical therapists use every day to assess your strength, balance, mobility, and independence. They help predict fall risks, loss of independence, and even mortality. Most of these tests can be done right at home, and I'm going to walk you through 4 simple tests, and I'll put clear visuals on the screen so you can follow along. This isn't about athletic performance, remember that. It's about whether your body can still do the basic movements of daily life. First is the sit to stand test, sometimes called the chair rise test. This measures lower body strength, power, and coordination, especially in the hips and thighs. To perform it, use a standard chair. I want you to cross your arms over your chest. Stand up and sit down 5 times as quickly as you safely can. As a general reference, completing 5 repetitions in about 12 seconds or less reflects good functional strength. When this takes longer than about 15 seconds, it's associated with increased frailty risk and difficulty with daily activities. Clinically, this predicts challenges with stairs, getting off the toilet, and even recovering from a fall. If this feels hard, it's not just a leg problem, it's often an energy delivery problem. Your muscles can't access fuel efficiently. Next is gait speed or walking speed. This one is one of the most powerful functional measures we have. You simply walk a short distance at your normal pace and time it. In the clinic, we pay very close attention when walking speed drops below 1 meter per second. Slower walking speed is associated with higher risk of hospitalizations, cognitive decline, and loss of independence. Walking looks simple, but it requires coordination between the brain, your nerves, muscles, the balance system, and energy production. And when energy availability drops, speed drops, often before people realize anything else is wrong. So third is the time single leg balance test. This test measures balance, proprioception, and neuromuscular control. You need to stand on one leg with your arms relaxed at your sides, eyes open, and time how long you can hold it. Be sure to test both sides. If you do have balance issues, make sure somebody's guarding you. Most adults should be able to hold this position for around 10 seconds. If your times are under 10 seconds, that's usually associated with increased fall risk, and under 5 seconds is a significant red flag. Balance isn't just about strength. It depends on how quickly and accurately your nervous system can respond, and that process is highly energy dependent. The fourth test is called the timed up and go test, often called TUG or the TUG test. Start seated in a chair, stand up, walk about 10 feet, turn around, walk back, and sit down. A time under 10 seconds is typical for healthy mobility. When this test takes longer than 12 seconds, it's associated with increased fall risk. This test reflects real-life movement, getting up, walking, turning, and sitting down safely. Another important marker we often use in the clinic is grip strength. It requires a dynamometer, which I don't have, so I'm not testing it today, but grip strength strongly correlates with muscle mass, frailty, and cardiovascular risk. Grip strength has age and sex-specific ranges, which is why it's measured clinically. Ask your doctor if they can test it the next time you go. Remember, these aren't pass-fail tests. These are early warning signals. An energy problem doesn't mean you're tired. It means your cells can't access fuel efficiently. And when mitochondria struggle, muscles weaken, balance suffers, and recovery slows. When you combine a protein-forward, healthy fat, low-carb diet, and strength training, you improve how your cells access that energy. And that's when both overall health, metabolic health, and functional health start to change. Frailty isn't limited to older adults. It can develop at any age when muscle mass, strength, balance, or energy availability decline. Frailty doesn't happen overnight, and neither does recovery. But the earlier you identify decline, the more reversible it becomes. And if you haven't watched my frailty video yet, I recommend starting there. It explains why frailty develops in the first place. These tests do not define your future. They simply tell you where you're at today. And knowing that, that's power.